Hello, in this video you'll learn how to save your Blender projects and export your models. I will also show you the ways to export these models so you can use them in other programs. First, to save your project, go to the top left menu and click on File, then select Save As. This lets you choose where to store your project on your computer. Blender projects are saved as .blend files. This file stores everything in your scene, the objects, materials, lights, cameras and animations. You can rename your project down here and click Save As. Once your project has been saved once, you can quickly save it again using a shortcut which is Ctrl S. This is something you should get into the habit of doing often, since Blender every now and then can crash. Many Blender users actually press Ctrl S every few minutes and it kind of becomes a habit. Here's a very useful tip for beginners. Go to File, click on Save As. Instead of overwriting your file, you can save a new version. So in that sense, if we had a project called Untitled before, you can save it as Untitled 1. This way you will have your project at the state where you saved it last time as just Untitled, and now once you are editing the project again, you can save it as Untitled 1. This will give you a way to kind of travel back in time to the phase where you only had those actions done that you did in the first part. This is actually fairly useful as well, because if something breaks in the project, you can always go and track back. Saving a Blender project keeps it inside Blender, but sometimes you want to use your model in another program. Examples: game engines, animation software, and 3D printing. For that, you need to export the model. To export your model, go to File and click on Export. Then choose the file extension that you need. The most common one is OBJ, which is mostly used in other programs, so the Wavefront OBJ over here. It's used for general 3D programs and rendering softwares. You can also save it as FBX, which is commonly used in game development, so it is used in Unity and Unreal Engine. And then there is the .stl, which is typically used for 3D printing. Before exporting, you can also select specific objects and only export those. So to do that, click on your object and make sure you have the orange hue around it, which means it's selected. Go to File, go to Export, click on .obj or any other file extension, and here in these settings you can click on Include Selection Only, and if you do that, it only exports the model that you have selected. So now you know how to save your project, how to export the files, and also how to export just individual models. Hopefully this video was helpful. Take care. Bye bye.